Okay guys, today's video is going to be about the Viavi 8800SX digital radio test set, and I want to give you my experience with it and its initial setup and what I found to make it a lot easier to use, and to give you initial kind of a quick sanity check and make sure that it's working like a normal monitor would. It's very off-putting with no knobs and buttons. You can't really kind of get into it right away. You have to get through the tiles, and the screen's kind of more of a virtual service monitor than the physical one. So, it's got a lot of good features and stuff. But it was definitely put together by a group of engineers with the task of putting these things together, and it wasn't really built around someone that uses it all the time, and it's missing that kind of user feature that kind of is off-putting right away. But once you get those worked out, then it's kind of like any other service monitor. So let's just get going on it. The very first thing that you're going to want to do when you get one is get you an amplified speaker, just a regular PC speaker that's USB powered. The speaker on this thing is it's just useless. There's no point in even going over that. The next thing is that you're going to want to get the remote control going right away, using your laptop to do everything instead of doing the button pushing on this incessantly. That gets to be old. Or trying to use a mouse with this one. I just found that if I got a wireless connection, a Wi-Fi connection here to my laptop, that it worked out a lot better, and there's no wires to get tangled or jerked down or anything like that. So I'll go over real quick how to get the remote program going, and then I'll do a couple demos with just a normal portable showing analog and digital and the difference between the two. So to start with, to get the remote program going, Viavi has their program they recommended was wifi, and I tried that, but I didn't like the video quality, and I tried RealVNC, one I used for another program, and it worked out really well, and it was a lot better video quality. Let me show you on it. When you go to set up this new connection, just make sure on your properties that for the options you have picture quality is high, and that over here on your expert tab, that the preferred encoding is set to RAW, and you get those two things going, and that's all you have to do. Once you got that assigned and your IP address assigned inside the Viavi, and I'll go over that right now. I'm going to cheat right now and actually use the connection now so I can show you how to get to the connection, so I don't have a chicken and egg thing here. But here I am. I'm already connected to it in the Viavi, and I just wanted to show you where you can come in here and get set up. So you want to go utility, software, system, and let's hide this thing out the way, and we want to come over here and hit our remote tab. I don't know, whatever kind of setup you use, whether it's just a crossover cable or you're going to a little switch. I'm just using a little Netgear Wi-Fi switch here, just to give me some hands-free action. Once I got the DHCP signed, I switched to static and just kept it at this address here, so make sure it doesn't go anywhere. But if you do use DHCP, when it affiliates and gets a new IP address, it will not show you what the router gives it. It keeps that hidden, so it'll just keep whatever you had up here entered before, but it won't show you. So and it gives no indication that it's been updated. So you just got to ping it or try and connect to it to see what's going on. But anyway, once you have it connected and it's running, and let me go ahead and I'll disconnect from it, because what I wanted to show you is that you can also use this is my Android smartphone, so I'm going to connect to it here and show you the screen here, and let me do it like that, and so, which is pretty cool. So, and this is going to come in handy when you're doing antenna sweeping, so because you can leave this hooked up to the antenna and go up and bring your phone with you and look to see what all you're doing and see the results in live time. But anyway, I just wanted to show you with the smartphone that you can connect to it as well. So I'm going to go ahead and disconnect from the smartphone and put that aside, and reconnect back over here. So I'll connect, and now I'm back connected again. So let me show you on the camera real quick here. So once we're got the remote thing going, the other thing I wanted to show you was this button here, the black button, and this is where you're going to come up, and this is going to show your speaker, and it defaults to off, so you have to turn it on. You turn it on here, and here's your volume control, and here's your squelch control when you go into analog mode, but it won't do anything unless you've brought up an analog screen. So just keep that in mind. But anyway, once you got your speaker turned on, now we can go in here and just do a real quick demo. All the different tiles and screens that can bring up are all a video onto itself. And Viavi actually has several videos on YouTube showing those, and they're not horrible, so I would definitely recommend going and look at those. But to start off with, just like I said, we're going to do a quick sanity check. We'll come over here on our presets, and we'll go ahead and load their analog screen. And what this is going to do is going to bring up all the tiles and the meters and stuff that would typically you would have in a that you would want to have brought up if you're looking at an analog radio. And I'm going to take my portable now, and I've already got it set up on this channel, and I just wanted to show you. I'll key it up. Testing 1 2 3 4, and you can get a kind of a standard feel for you know, like the thing that you'd normally expect to see on a normal service monitor. I always like to come in and change the I'll change this to maybe 4 milliseconds here. Let's see what we got. Yeah, this is my comfortable screen where I like to see the just the PL and my voice, and but yeah, without a let me go back here to camera. Without this amplified speaker here, it is almost unlistenable. You hear stuff. If you try and turn up the volume a little bit, it'll immediately feedback, and there's like it's like it doesn't even seem to work. But if you get a speaker here, then it's all normal, and you can get the volume just right, so that you're not feeding back, but you can hear yourself just fine. So for $10, I solved. I made it unusable into usable. Anyway, let me get back over here to the screen, and I just wanted to now just show you a quick demo of a digital channel. And so let me change over to that, and we'll go back over here to this presets, and we'll go digital. And so it'll change all the settings in there over to the digital side. And it'll also, oh, and let me bring this other one up because I like on the, we want digital decode, that's what I want, and bring this up. Okay, yeah, this is the other slot I like having brought up. Let me come over here and change this back over to a good frequency, 4225. And for whatever reason, every time you come in here, it wants to make it AM. So I have to go over here and change it over to P25. And minor nuisance here. You can save, and of course I can save all this as preloaded once I get it all right. But it's just curious that this is its initial setup. But let me bring the keyed up and show you what we got. Let me go over to the right channel. That helps. Okay. Testing 1 2 3 4. And let me change over here. Show you some the diagram, so you'll see it's a real digital transmission here. Testing 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. So here's our eye diagram, and you notice me speaking, doing the testing, but so the long story short version is that Viavi did not pay for the licensing to the DVSI Corporation for the AMB MB decode. So you can see everything about this radio as far as the nitty-gritty digital stuff here. I'll bring this up. I'll bring this screen up where you can see there's my NAC and there's my talk group ID, all that other stuff. But hilariously, you cannot hear the voice. So it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you got a speaker here, because it's not going to be doing anything in digital mode. So that's something that prepare yourself for. But anyway, as far as all the standard tests, that's all straightforward and good to go. And let me bring up distribution here. It's another kind of cool one to look at. But and then you can see all see how tight you fit into your your hit points there. But anyway, this would be your sanity check for your digital side, and the rest of them, it's just a matter of exploring each one, going through each screen, bringing up the things here one at a time. It's interesting if you want to actually see in the P25 signal itself. You do have to go over to analog mode, and you can actually look at it like that and actually see the way, the actual demodded waveform. But there's nothing in the digital side that will allow you to see that. It won't bring it out on any of the ports. Audio out, there's nothing out of that or anything like that. But anyway, okay, and I was just bringing up the spectrum analyzer here to show you. I can make it, let me make it giant here. Here's your spectrum analyzer. All right, well, I think this is going to end it for here. This is your initial tour of the Viavi 8800SX. So other videos to come. All right, hope this helps. We'll talk to you soon.